the blow-it-up Redskins appear ready to gamble on stability. As the Washington Redskins' 2017 season limps to a close, owner Daniel Snyder is said to be disappointed with the team's performance and angry over the public debacle that resulted from the firing of general manager Scot McCloughan last spring. His marketing team, meanwhile, is tracking less than rosy data on game day attendance, season ticket sales, TV ratings and the confidence, or lack of it, of premium seat holders and team executives, the team's overall visions, strategy and team performance in 2017 via a recently circulated email survey. But Snyder doesn't plan to fire Coach Jay Gruden regardless of whether the team finishes 8-8 or 7-9 after Sunday's regular season finale at the New York Giants, according to a team official and associates familiar with his thinking. Nor does he intend to replace team president Bruce Allen despite evidence of his unpopularity, believing that continuity is the best course. Brewer, the Redskins are building towards something. What that is, we don't yet know. Barring a humiliating loss to the 2-13 Giants, whose dysfunction this season has made the Redskins look like a paragon of stability, and an 11th-hour change of heart, Snyder will retain Gruden, who has 3 years remaining on his contract, and grant Allen a 9th year as his chief football advisor. If so, it would represent a departure for the often impetuous owner. Since buying the Redskins and their Landover Stadium for $800 million in May 1999, Snyder has cycled through 8 head coaches and 16 starting quarterbacks. Meanwhile, his investment has roughly quadrupled. As of September 2017, the Redskins were valued at $3.1 billion, according to Forbes magazine. Heading into the 2018 offseason, Snyder's focus, according to the team official, is on strengthening a roster that sent 3 players to the Pro Bowl this season, resolving the uncertainty at quarterback. Is Kirk Cousins worth the $34.5 million it would take to bar his departure via a third NFL franchise tag? Is he worth the still costly gamble of an NFL transition tag? And figuring out how to prevent the plague of injuries that ended the season of more than 1/3 of the Week 1 starters. Former Redskins quarterback Joe Theismann wasn't part of the closed-door deliberations that led to what was a relative easy decision to retain Gruden, 50, whose 4-year record with a victory Sunday would be 29-34-1, with 1 division title. But Theismann's thinking on the issue, as well as on retaining Allen, 61, mirrors that of Snyder's, as characterized by the team official. I know people call me an impossible optimist when it comes to this team, but I think you stay the course, Theismann said in a telephone interview. To make wholesale change at this stage would be foolish. This is a football team that's got 19 guys on injured reserve. Kirk has had an incredibly solid year under duress. There were times when they dressed 8 linemen, and 3 of them had joined the team that Wednesday. The litany goes on and on, Theismann said, ticking off needs at safety, inside linebacker and wide receiver. He noted also McCloughan's ouster and the promotion of Doug Williams, the Redskins' former Super Bowl MVP turned front office executive, to senior vice president of player personnel. If nothing else, you could call this a season of change, with tremendous inconsistency in every aspect, Theismann said. There has been so much change at so many levels, it's very difficult to evaluate this football team. To go in and make changes based upon the year this team has had, I think would be foolish. You're changing for change's sake. The Redskins would end the season on a 3-game winning streak with a victory at MetLife Stadium, where the Giants are 3-point underdogs. But whatever encouragement that represents can't mask other business concerns. Among the metrics the Redskins are tracking, attendance. There were plenty of empty seats at FedEx Field this season, as well as a notable number of fans sporting opposing teams' jerseys. The venue's capacity has been reduced at least 3 times, from more than 91,000 to roughly 79,000. Ticket sales. For years, the Redskins boasted of 200,000 fans on their waiting list for season tickets. This season, as the Washington Post's Stan Steinberg reported, a fan could buy season tickets on the team's website in multiple locations and enjoy a $100 merchandise gift certificate as a thank you gift. The Redskins still have a season ticket wait list. The wait time is like 17 seconds. Television ratings. Viewership in the Washington area for the December 10th loss at the Los Angeles Chargers was among the lowest for any game in Snyder's tenure. It earned an 11.8 household rating in the DC market, only slightly better than the 11.5 rating earned by the simultaneous Rams-Eagles game. Earlier that Sunday, the Giants-Cowboys game on Fox earned a 14.4 rating in the DC market. Later, the Steelers-Ravens game on NBC's Sunday Night Football earned a 16.2 rating in the DC market. Much of the decline falls at the feet of Allen, the team president and son of the late Redskins coach George Allen, who remains Snyder's most trusted confidant on football matters. Snyder hailed Allen as the personification of an NFL winner in announcing Allen's hiring as Executive Vice President of Football Operations and General Manager on December 17, 2009. "Our fans know his heritage, we know his abilities. He is the right person to lead our club," Snyder proclaimed in a statement. But after Allen's 8-year tenure in which the Redskins have gone through 2 head coaches, 6 starting quarterbacks and posted a 52-74-1 record, the value of Allen's famous name may be tapped out. Many fans view him as a liability rather than an asset, and they voiced their sentiments via a #FireBruce campaign on social media following McCloughan's ouster in March. Allen remains respected around the NFL, according to 2 people familiar with the league's inner workings. He has been active and vocal in representing the Redskins, along with owner Daniel Snyder, at NFL meetings, including when Allen vehemently voiced his displeasure with the salary cap penalties imposed by the league on the team in 2012. It appears that episode hasn't been held against Allen by owners and top executives with other teams. Allen declined to be interviewed for this story. Kevin Schultz, 49, a lifelong Redskins fan whose 4 season tickets have been in his family for 3 generations, initially shared Snyder's enthusiasm over Allen's hiring. "I was excited," said Schultz, a Washington-based consultant from Chevy Chase, MD. "We lived through the Coach Allen days, he did so much for our team. I thought it would be good. And I was happy in how he included the alumni, which Daniel Snyder did not do a good job with in the past. I do give the credit to Bruce Allen for having the homecomings and getting Rigo, running back John Riggins, and Darrell Green back. But as I've seen time go by, I am not happy at all." Schultz's gripes are twofold: the failure to sign Cousins to a long-term contract and a game-day experience that only seems to worsen. He says he has filled out numerous Redskins surveys, suggesting more parking lot attendants to ensure fans who don't tailgate hours in advance don't have to negotiate with fellow fans over moving their grills and lawn chairs. He has seen the character of his seats in Section 101 change, with friendly faces replaced by visiting teams' fans who shout defense when the Redskins' offense is on the field. "I spend $6,400 a year for 4 seats and parking. That's a heck of a lot of money," Schultz said. "As time goes by, fewer and fewer of my friends and family will go with me. Eventually you say, is it worth it?" So as Gruden seeks an 8-8 finish and the front office turns to the off-season, Schultz, whose family started going to Redskins games in the 1940s, is weighing giving up the season tickets. "There are 2 barometers. If Bruce Allen stays, I would be more likely to give the tickets up," Schultz said. "I lay all of this game day experience at his feet, and it hasn't improved since he has been here. Also the general direction of the team, which has not been good. And if Kirk Cousins goes? Are you kidding me? After all these years we didn't have a quarterback, and because you didn't have a wherewithal to look ahead, we're going to lose him? That's what I'll be looking at. I will be evaluating the Redskins like they evaluated Kirk." Mark Mace contributed. Read more on the Redskins. Ryan Kerrigan's consecutive game streak, now at 111, is in jeopardy this weekend. 5 storylines to follow in Sunday's Redskins-Giants game. Redskins-Giants. Junior Gallett's speed could prove too much for Eric Flowers. Russ Grimm is a Redskins legend. His son carries on family name as an assistant coach. Trent Williams has only considered one outcome to the Kirk